Just confirming.
Yeah. Uh, Zifai, did it begin? Just like all set. Okay. Awesome. GMGM, everyone. Welcome to Backlist DAO demos brought to you by Fight Club and DAO Relationships, taking place every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. UTC. Today we have Tarun joining us, who is the founder of CopperX. CopperX makes implementing crypto payments for your service very easy, and I'm excited to find out how. Before we begin, just a disclaimer that nothing we discuss today is going to be financial advice. All right, Tarun, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So let me just introduce myself a little bit. So, as someone mentioned, I'm co-founder of CopperX. Before building CopperX, I'm a techie developer by profession. I love to code. Before building CopperX, I also co-founded a product called Ica Scout, and it got acquired back in 2021 by Lotify. But yeah, I'm coding since like years now, worked on multiple applications. I mean, apps, website, even worked with Polygon, TimeSwap, Scala, Microsense, and a lot many product companies to build their products, website, and many more things. So yeah, as Salman mentioned, at CopperX, we are building blockchain payment APIs for businesses. There could be two types of sorry for the noise. So there could be there will be two parts of the demo here. Once I'll go through the dashboard to show you around how easy it is for anybody to start accepting payments in crypto across multiple networks with currency conversion, all these things. And in the second part, I can also show around how a developer can look into and to accept basically payments in crypto, right? So uh, Salman, should we start?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get started. Yeah. Just
Perfect,
before that,
perfect.
just a quick one. You said you were previously co-founder of Icons Scout. That is
Yes,
that is where you download icons, right? For
yes,
free.
correct. That one. Yeah, this one.
I remember using that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, yes, this is the one. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah,
Cool.
do show us what you're building with
Sure.
CopperX.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's get started through the demo itself. So let me just open up my dashboard. So, as I mentioned at CopperX, as a user, you can accept payments across multiple networks, right? And by multiple networks, I do not just mean like on EVM networks, but you can also accept payment on Solana, right? So currently we are live on Ethereum and Polygon, and we will be launching on Solana and BSC in upcoming weeks. We do have currency conversion, all these things. So let's create a simple payment link. Uh, Let me just so there could be different types of payment links, right? So for example, you are a freelancer and you want to accept $1,000 from some client. If you are doing an event, online event, and you want to accept fixed amount payment link, then you can use a fixed amount, or you can also use payment link for donations tipping, which can be useful for other use cases where you are writing tutorials, you have newsletter, and you want to allow these people to donate you or tip you, or even if you want to do crowdfunding, right? So we have one user who did crowdfunding for Polygon Pay in Singapore last month or so. So let's go ahead and create a fixed price payment link. I'll just enter one USDC for now and write bankless DAO demo or community demo. Right. I can also write a description. It could be anything. So sample description. Right. Here I have a few more options. For example, in many cases where if you are doing an event, right, or if you are creating using payment links to accept payments from your user for any service that you are offering, right, you might even need to accept email and billing details, right, or phone number and security details. Right? So you can enable those things while creating payment link. You can also customize the CTA from pay, book, donate, anything, and let's submit. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah. So this is how the payment link looks like. Here I have an option to select the network. I think I forgot to add another network. Yeah, Ethereum mainnet. Let me just do that. Yeah. Yeah. So your user will have an option to pay to you on multiple networks and using multiple currencies, right? Now the magic here is this link you can share it with anybody, right? And you don't have to worry about which network that they're going to pay on or which currency that they're going to pay on, right? Which usually happens when we want to accept payment with traditional like sending addresses and confirming transaction and all these things, right? So it's a messy way of doing that. And in CopperX, we also have an option where you can set withdrawal addresses for each network in a different way, right? So for example, Polygon might have different wallet address, Ethereum might have another wallet address, which can be useful for many DAOs when they are using Gnosis Safe or something similar, right? And we will just send fund to that particular address, right? So let's go ahead and make a payment using Polygon. Okay, let me even show you how yeah, you can use currency conversion for that matter. Right. So this is how the currency conversion looks like. So I'm sending on a Polygon, and the business will receive one USDC, but I'll be making payment in Matic here, right? And as business has asked for more details, so I'll have to fill that probably address line one, address line two. I'm so in Surat right now, Gujarat, zip code 395,006, I feel. And yeah, so here is the currency conversion rate visible. Here is the amount that I will need to pay. And there are two buttons here. The first button is useful when you want to make a payment from MetaMask in your wallet, like browser wallet directly. Or you can also scan a QR code and make a payment, right? So anybody who's live in community, want to try it out, right? They can scan this QR code using MetaMask, Rainbow, or anything else to make a payment. Anybody who wants to try it out, I think we can make it little interactive if anybody is interested.
Uh, you mean we try it out right now? Sure, can do that.
Yeah, anybody who wants to try out, like they can, I don't know whether they can raise hands or something like that.
Friends, anybody wants to come up on the stage? In the meantime, where do I start? How do I get started with that?
I mean, you can open up a MetaMask in your mobile
Oh,
wallet, and
you
yeah,
mean to pay?
yeah, you can pay, right? So you
Got
can
it.
do that. Otherwise, okay, I'll just go through and make a payment in MetaMask. We can try again if anyone wants to have a look at it, right? So I'll just go and wait what happened with MetaMask. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm sending 0.88 matting, which is like $1, one USDC, and there is network busy, so I'll just fasten it up. And yeah, so as I mentioned, you can customize the checkout page. You can add your brand logo, you can add the colors and every single thing. And yeah, now the payment is successful. So as a user, you can download the payment receipt, which is I mean, yeah, your end user can download the receipt, by the way. We will also mail them if we have their email address, right? So here we have all the details like billing details and everything. I can also set my own details if I want to, right? So this can be really useful if you are a freelancer, want to raise invoices and get some basic KYC done, right? And this is the transaction hash using which we made a transaction. And as soon as we made a transaction, I think I might have received funds. Yeah, so I paid using this particular network and ERC20. Okay, yeah, I received funds in after swapping, right? So somewhere around one USDC for 3600. So this makes like really easy for anybody to accept payments across multiple networks. We have inbuilt swap functionality. We have multiple network supports, whether it's EVM network, non even Solana, right? You will be able to make a payment, right? So as a business or as a user, you get freedom from sending addresses every single time to accept payment and just create a payment link. We are also coming up with one more feature called invoicing, which works similar to payment link, but it has more details like your customer details, expiry date, and all those complex things, right? So yeah, so it's just as simple as creating a link in Stripe and accepting payment. Like we handle every single thing. We have things like webhook. We have for developers we have webhooks. We have API keys. We have documentation. Everything pretty easy to get started with. Uh, I'll demo one more thing. I think yeah. Let's if anybody has a question, we can have a look at it now.
There are no questions on this chat, but anybody who wants to ask, please, you can
Yeah.
message on the chat or it could even come up.
Yeah, you can do that. And Salman, feel free to interrupt in between. I'll be happy to answer the questions.
Sure, sure.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
when you produce a, when basically you generate a payment link, and
Mhm.
when you produce a QR, anybody can just scan it from MetaMask and make the
Yes.
payment.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Correct. And even if like you can pay, as I mentioned, like the payment, the end user will receive USDC, but you can also make payment in other currency for that matter. So it makes really easy for you to get started, because a lot of time as a business or as a freelancer you want to accept payment in stables, but other party want to pay in any currency or vice versa, right? So this can be really useful. Yeah,
Right. There are a couple of questions, Tarun.
sure.
One is, are payments limited to tokens that were in the dropdown, or could other tokens be added, like bank tokens?
Bank token. Right now we have limited tokens, but if you have like high volume and want to use like CopperX for your regular payment, then certainly it's basic any ERC20 support that we can add. And so we can do that. But currently it's like fixed tokens, because mostly people transact in stable currencies. So yeah, can be added.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So it can be. Another question, I think that is what you're getting to next, which is, can this be offered alongside Stripe payments on our website?
Yeah, I mean, even our API, when you, as a developer, when you look at our APIs, right, so they are pretty similar to the Stripe documentation, and you can refer the Stripe documentation to know about how Copper experiment works, right? Even we ourselves, we take an inspiration from Stripe itself. So you can enable both the things. We do not have inbuilt option to enable Stripe along with CopperX, but yeah, you can enable it in parallel. Like you can manage the UI and every single thing.
Hmm. And if I'm not sure if that is what you were asking, if you need any clarification, you tell. Okay,
But
cool,
but
cool.
you don't need to deal with any blockchain stuff here. For example, you don't need to see whether the transaction is successful on blockchain or not. We will notify you via webhook. So the way Stripe notifies you, it works the same way as Stripe. Like there is no blockchain involved for you, like except setting withdrawal addresses.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, we have questions coming in. I think you can move to the next part of the. Okay, just give me a quick one. So what have you identified as the potential initial users? More DAOs or businesses or P2P? This is a
More of
question.
a
Yeah.
more of a businesses, because for P2P usually a lot of time we are okay with sending addresses, but for businesses the major challenge is not just accepting payment, but making sure, for example, how many payments did I receive today, right? Like whether, for example, I confirm this payment, right? What are the details of those payment? What is the address and all these things, right? So for me as a business, the thing that matters is how much revenue I'm making, right? So there are a lot of other things like reporting, dashboard, analytics, which are important, payment reconciliation. It's more of a targeted towards business for businesses right now. But yeah, as a freelancer, you can accept payment easily. Like we do have few agencies who are using or freelancers who are using CopperX for like, regular payment, because it's easy. Like you don't need to deal with addresses anymore.
Got it. Got it. Awesome. Let's move to the next part of the demo.
Sure. In the second part, so one feature that I showcased is payment links. The another one that we just announced yesterday is billing, right? So now using CopperX APIs, any business can start accepting recurring billing or money streaming using CopperX APIs, right? So let me just show you the demo. So here I've created a plan of 10 USDC per month, I can just go to create plan and create a plan easily, right? From the dashboard itself, I can create a payment link for that particular plan. I feel let's say subscription and pro subscription, right? And yeah, I can set all the bunch of other options that are visible in the screen. Let me just create a payment link for this particular plan and show it to you. Yeah. So as a SaaS business, you might be having, blockchain APIs, node providers, you're building these things, right? And the most important aspect for you would be to accept recurring billing from users, and a lot of time they want to pay using crypto, but it's a headache. Like you need to keep generating invoices on a monthly basis. They need to keep paying it on a monthly basis. Actually, it's a way hassle for anybody. So as a business, what you can do is you can use CopperX to create a payment link which can support subscriptions. Right? So here I create a payment link for Pro subscription, using which I'll be accepting 10 USDC per month. And currently we are live on Polygon USDC, and we will be adding more currencies and more networks, I think, as we go. So let me just continue. And okay, this might fail because I have some issues here. Wait, let me just change something here. So subscription won't work from your own address to your own address. So I just need to update my address, and I'll just open up the payment again. The error just occurred like few minutes back. Cool. Okay, I have one subscription running. It just showed me an error. So I'll just go and cancel. Yeah, so we are using Superfuel for money streaming. Uh, Let me just cancel my stream. Cool. Just reload the page, continue, and start subscription. Confirm. So you will see one more stream coming in Superfuel dashboard soon, as soon as the transaction is successful. Yeah. So congrats, like we started subscription for 10 USDC per month. I think there was some issue. Maybe canceled due to some error. I might not have funds. But yeah, so it's as easy as start subscription. And by the way, yeah, the stream got cancelled due to low fund, and we will also notify you for those webhooks, right? So for any reason stream gets cancelled, we will notify you on an immediate basis. So you can rely on us for all the notifications. So yeah, the using CopperX, it's really easy to accept recurring billing for for any your SaaS business too, right? And technically, coming to the second part, like it's all of the functionality that you just saw in the dashboard, right? All of them are easily available using APIs, right? Because even our dashboard is built on top of the APIs that we have, right? So you can select, you want to accept payment, you want to accept subscription, you can pass customer details, you can select whether you want to collect email, phone number, and many more things. You can pass success URL, cancel URL, items like line items and everything. You can also select the network you want to accept payment on, right? So it could be multiple chains, and you can also select whether you want to allow swapping, true or false, right? So anything that you can see in the dashboard, or you can do using dashboard, you will be able to do it using APIs, right? So we are API first. We have everything, like we build APIs first, and then we build the dashboard even. Right? So yeah, that was mostly it. And
So
yeah, yeah.
it's a no code API generator.
Uh, Sorry, the dashboard.
Yeah, I mean you're able to generate API without needing to know like code.
Uh, I mean, yeah. So you can use
You're
the
a-
dashboard. You can use the dashboard to if you don't want to code anything, you can use the dashboard directly. For example, we have partnered up with Web3 conference to enable ticketing for them, and they are using payment links to accept payments easily. If you want to, go into complex flows where you want to give features like complex features, then you can even use our API. So both the options are available, and all the features are available in API. Like nothing is limited.
Got it, got it. And when you're accepting crypto payments, like during the subscription, during like the following month, do you have to like sign transactions? How would that work?
Yeah, so there could be two options. So currently we are using Superfluid, and the way Superfluid works is basically there is a concept called wrap tokens, right? So for example, I need to wrap my USDC to their USDC X, and it it just keeps running, right? What we do is right now we are informing users over email to wrap their tokens on a manual basis, but we are also working on a feature where we will keep wrapping their tokens automatically on a monthly basis, so you don't need to like wrap it every single time.
Got it, got it.
So it will be auto wrapped soon.
Awesome. Friends, any question you'll have, please do drop in the chat.
Okay, the other stream was running. There was some error in the dashboard, Superfluid dashboard. I just reloaded it and it's working. It's 10 USDC per month. Yeah, some error from their end.
So, what are the platform charges on CopperX for using CopperX?
Uh, Currently we are charging 0.5%. But yeah, I think we will be offering discount for your first few months. Like it's 0.5% standard charge that we have.
Got it. There's another question. Is USDC the only currency that can be sent? Could we accept DAI or USDT?
Yes, you can. You can. So you can select the currency you want to accept. For example, when I showed you the demo, let me just open that page again. Yeah, so you can accept 6 different currencies, stable coins and gas tokens, and yeah, user will be able to pay in any currency of their choice. But you will receive USDC or USDT or DAI or BTC Matic, whatever it is.
So you can accept any of those, anything.
Yes, yes.
Got it. Awesome. Yeah, Jeff asks a question. Are you working with any DAOs at the moment that are paying with CopperX or using subscriptions?
We have a few freelancing agencies who are using it for their invoicing to accept payments from their clients. DAOs not as of now, because like we are still in final phase of building product. Like currently we are, as I mentioned, like currently we are live on Polygon and Ethereum. We will be launching soon on Solana and BSC. So we will have a full stack for anybody to accept payments. But yeah, it's pretty feasible. Like there is nothing new. I can easily like help you setting with the dashboard and everything.
Awesome. Yeah. Friends, anybody want to come up and ask? Is there anything else you'd like to show us, Tarun?
I think yeah, this is it. Like we do have APIs. API docs are live. If anybody who wants to try it out, test out, then feel free to ping Salman, and I'll be happy to give you an early access. Yeah, it's currently on
Uh,
invite only mode. Yeah,
awesome, got it. This is a question from Elemental. Can you show us a little about the tipping function?
sure. Let me do that. Screens. So let me create a tip link. So when I create a so basically in link type there is an option for allowing your users to pay the amount that they want to pay. So best for tipping donations, right? I can also suggest the amount. I can give a donation, and again same thing, details, and yeah, this is how the page looks like. Like they have an option to select the amount they want to pay. The network, I think network is not that much necessary. The coin they want to pay, and yeah, pretty easy. So for example, let me just create a 11 USDC, or let's say you, I don't know, die and on Polygon, and yep, that's it. So user will be able to pay in DAI on Polygon network, and that's it. As it is that. But yeah, they'll be seeing something like this screen.
Super. I love how easy all of this is.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Jeff would love to use CopperX to pay the food trucks outside East Denver. Who would
For
not?
sure, for sure. We would love to, enable the use cases, and would love to even see the use cases that people want to try. But yeah, like we have many options in the dashboard, and we are coming up with invoicing, as I mentioned. So that will be really cool.
So by the way, like when you generate a link, is there a limit to the number of payments you can accept on that link?
No, as of now. So one payment link can be used for multiple payments. We also, I think we don't have the option right now, but yeah, we will be working on an option to archive the link so that you won't be able to accept payments for XYZ reason anymore. And there will be one more feature coming up, that is one-time payment link, right? So, you create a payment link and use it for one time, and it just gets expired or gets archived. So
Got
it's
it.
unlimited time. And this can be useful for a lot. For example, I think even for bankless DAO, right? Where you want to accept donations or somewhat similar, right? We can do that. Even I think we can also work on an integration for maybe Substack or I don't know, maybe Coast or anything that anybody is using, right? If they want to accept donations or fixed payment, anything. So we can enable those things for you.
Got it. So if somebody wants to get started, they can go to copperx.io and anybody can register. How
Uh,
does it?
currently, currently it's under waitlist. So anybody who wants an
Okay.
access, feel free to ping me. I'll give you the access, and yeah, you can like any feature. Like even we were on mainnet, like there was like nothing was on development, so everything is live. Whatever I showed you.
Awesome. Great alpha then.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Um, just a final call if there's any questions. If not, we can, yeah, I see some.
I think thank you
Great, we have some comment.
for
All
sure.
right.
I'll just accept you right away. Yes,
Awesome.
accepted you.
Uh,
Cool. I think
yeah,
so was
cool. I
it.
just wanna let just wanna give the disclaimer once again that this none of this was financial advice, and thank you, Tarun, for joining us today and showing us what you're doing with CopperX.
Thank you.
And to everybody for joining us for the demos. Every week at this time, we have our weekly demos, and do join. Hope to see you all next time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Elemental, Jeff, NF Thinker. Feel free to ping me or DM me. I'll be happy to share you invite and any custom use cases you have about payments in general, right? Feel free to let me know. Happy to work on those features and yeah, happy to build even those things if needed. So yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Good day, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Salman, for hosting me.